Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, 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 beautiful triple players. I am having quite the technical difficulty evening, and I'm excited to be here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your implementation webinar. Looks like we have a good crowd here. Hey guys, we're doing just like we did last week. I'm in the triple play group here. And what we want to do is we do have some feedback. Cindy, I think it's your mic on your computer, perhaps. We'll see if we can figure it out. We're doing just like we did last week, guys. We're in the Facebook group. We're going to do the questions and stuff in there because it's so much easier for me to read. I'm actually cleaning my glasses right now because I was just trying to do stuff without them on, and that was goofy. So I am joined tonight by Cindy Brown. Hello, Cindy.
Hey.
Cindy, where are you? I'm forgetting. I know where you are.
I'm like right outside of Panama City Beach.
Yeah, Panama City. I knew. See, I got Florida. I was there. And then Sarah's here. Sarah, where are you? How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm on the coast of Oregon.
Yes, I know there's like quite the Oregon crew cropping up, and it sounds like I'm
working on it.
Oregon. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. So I hope everybody's good. Now let me tell you the format for tonight. First of all, girls, how has your first 7 days in the group been?
Fantastic. I have someone on the trial membership, and I think I'm up to like 14 leads and
Oh, that's cool.
hundreds of friend requests. They're pouring in. They're just pouring in.
Cool. And I'm not even.
I hit 100 leads today, Diane.
You did? That's so awesome. Guys, we are learning a new way of thinking. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about if you got any leads yet. We got people that got a bunch of leads. We got people that got no leads. I'm not worried if you got a sale yet, because we got people that have gotten some sales. But
Did she freeze?
Huh?
I can hear now. I wasn't able to hear. Can you hear me?
It says my audio connection has been lost. You guys can't hear me at all? No sound? No? That's not good.
Hi, Diana's back. Yay!
I'm back or I'm not back?
You're back.
But choppy.
Yay. I don't know. I just got a little pop-up. It said my audio connection's lost. So I don't know. So guys, this is what we're going to do. We're getting a new thought process. I want you guys all to be mega patient. Okay. I mean, I'm asking you to be patient for 42 days. And when you think about it, pretty much the majority of you guys have been in business for a lot longer than 42 days, unless I got you when you out of the womb in the industry. Most of you have been in business for a while. And we have people, I just had David posted that he has gotten more friends. Like he increased his friends so much in 1 week compared to 10 years. So we have a lot of people that are just having a lot going on. So this implementation webinar, last week I kind of went over some of the tools and stuff, but now that we're in action, this is more an opportunity for you guys to ask questions, tell me what you're stuck on, ask for, just, a lot of times it helps if I talk through something with you. A lot of times it helps if, look, Jenny's in Brisbane, Sarah. My daughter lived in Brisbane for a while. How long did you live in Brisbane? A year and a half? Yeah, for a year and a half. So I didn't realize that, Jenny. Or maybe I did. I forget. So it's your chance to, instead of me doing a static lesson, because we do that all week, it's your chance to say, hey, go over this. Hey, I'm stuck on this. Hey, Di, could you load the letters in front of all of us in Aweber? Hey, Di, could you show us how you get that graphic to come up when you're posting? Hey, Di, could you go over again why, how to screen profiles, please? There's actually going to be a lesson about that, Dave. We can touch on it tonight, but I don't want to take away from the lesson. I will say, guys, have you been getting a ton of friend requests too? Or both of you?
Oh, yeah.
So
I think I've increased by a couple of thousand.
Wow.
Gosh,
Well, that's in weeks.
Yeah, something's going on the internet. Now, the internet, I just said this in the training that's coming out to you guys. The internet is alive. Okay. It's alive. And, things change and things can change very quickly. Like I have never posted in some Facebook groups for a couple days and gotten thousands, hundreds of, like, people are saying they got 400 friend requests in a day. That's new to me. Okay. It's weird. It's new. And guess what? We learn through doing. So, yeah, I need to teach you faster. Usually you're only getting so many friend requests. They're starting to trickle in by day 7. This time there are some people that have had 1,000 friend requests this week, and you figure we've only been doing the follow technique for 3-4 days. So it's kind of crazy. So something has happened on Facebook that has caused things to change. So if I do a little investigation, I'm sure I'll figure it out real quickly. But in the meantime, yeah, do we have to expedite teaching you how to handle folks? Yeah, and maybe we'll get into it tonight. I just don't want to, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but I think that this is probably relevant. Are you guys having that issue? Because Dave's saying, please go over that. So we will. Happy to. Again, I also think that sometimes there's a trainer teaches people to do something and that impacts what's going on. So maybe the trainer taught people to go into groups and send friend requests to every single person that posts or something. Either that, or maybe that, like in my fan page inbox, I get messages in foreign languages all day, every day from people. Now, why they write to me in foreign languages, I don't know. I understand some of them. A bunch of them I don't. What their purpose to doing that is, I don't know. All I do is I delete it. So let me give you guys the first thing I want to focus on, and then we'll check the questions. And I have my beautiful ladies here to give me a hand. If I'm like, right now I can read a question, no problem. But when I bring up my softwares or different things that I'm demonstrating, that's when I need you guys to help. And also to, chime in if you think that maybe sometimes I get excited and I miss saying something. Sometimes I skipped a tiny little caveat, and that's what you're here to do. You're here to go, hey, yo, woman. Sarah, I know, is not shy. Cindy's not shy, so they're a good combo. Hey, woman, back up. You went too fast, or just now you couldn't hear me. So, plus I hate being alone over here. It makes me sad. So, first thing I want you guys to understand is when you're an attraction marketer and you're doing it right, which you all will be, and you are already, there's going to be thousands of people. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people, which sounds overwhelming, but it's not. So what you don't want to do is hang on any one person. And then also you don't want to feel bad. Like people be like, oh, they spammed me, but I feel bad. I don't want to delete them, or I don't want to unfriend them or something. Guys, don't feel bad. Okay. This isn't a judgment of a person. It's just business. Okay. I right now have almost 5,000 friends. Okay. I made room for all of you guys. So every day I have to delete people, and it has nothing to do with who they are as human beings. It's just that we're not conducive to doing business right now. We don't really have a relationship. No reason to keep them there. And quite frankly, none of them are sitting and going, oh my God, Diane deleted me. They don't even know. So you don't want to hang on people in any way, shape, or form as we go along, because there's so many more people. And whatever you hang on to, see, what you release from one hand, right? This is kind of a biblical thing, okay? Biblical, spiritual, whatever you want. Whatever you let go from one hand determines what can come into the other hand tenfold. Have any of you guys, not you guys, but if you have, feel free to jump in, ever tried? I hear people say, this person would be so great. I signed them up and they'd be so great if they just took action. And we hang on this one guy because we're hoping this one guy lights up someday. And if we stop worrying about the one guy, we could have 10 that want to do it. But we're trying to convince one guy, or same thing in dating, trying to get this one guy to like me. In the meantime, there's a whole batch over here. They're looking to date you. Guys, whatever you're holding on to, whatever you're grasping at, determines what can come here. And if you are obsessed with this person, this, More people can't show up. There's a huge flow, and all we're looking for is a stream of people coming kind of by your store, right? And we're looking to see whose time is right now, who connects with you. I'm looking for people that are looking for me. That's what my mentor always said. I adopted it. That's all I'm doing. And I'm sorting through people to see who resonates with me, who connects with me, and who I can teach. There's tons of people that do not get what I say, think it's crazy, think it's weird, don't want to learn it. Okay. They're not for me. I'm not for them. And that's cool. So let me see what these guys are saying. And then, okay. I can't keep up with all of them. And oh, by the way, if I happen to see you state something like Lori just said that, by the way, Lori, thank you so much for your help this week. She's been tremendous helping everybody out. She's technical. So she's just jumped in. Go get her. I appreciate it. So if I happen to see you say something that I know that's like running through a lot of people's minds, I might mention it, and it's not because I'm calling anybody out by any means. Please do not interpret it that way. It's just like I've had a lot of people say, I can't keep up with all the folks. When I show you how to accept friend requests and stuff, you'll see you don't have to worry about keeping up with all of them. But what we don't want to do is ever say things like I can't keep up with all of them, because we were walking through a desert, right? We didn't have enough. Now, all of a sudden, in just a couple days, we have more than we wanted. And then we start going, oh. So before it was, I don't have anybody. Now it's, I have too many. When you start really generating leads in a strong way, it's like I had no leads. I had a trickle of leads. Now I have so many leads. My phone didn't ring. I had no prospects. I had nobody to sign up. And then it's like, oh my gosh, I just signed up so many people. I can't handle them. Be careful what you're not happy about. So let's see. Tons of friend requests, hundreds of friend requests. It is weird, Kat. I think it's very weird. I don't know what's going on out there, but we'll find out. 150 friend requests in the last 2 days. Well, Jamie.
So you just said be careful of what you're not happy about. I caught myself doing that all the time, and I was catching my language while I was at Live the Dream. I actually said out loud, I'm like, I don't have any time for any more clients. And I'm like, what did I just say?
I know, right?
I just said I don't have any more time for more business.
Right? Because it falls from our lips and we don't realize. And it's like, I mean, you can always hire someone. You can always outsource. You never want to turn away business. You never want to turn away traffic, right? Because that's all what the friend requests are. It's just traffic in another way, right? Traffic to your website, traffic to your profile. Anytime there's people laying eyeballs on you, you want to be like, yeah. And you know, if you get to the point where you're making so much money that you don't know what to do with it all, let me know, guys. You can send some to me. I'm available for private hire. I'll clean your house. I don't know what I'll do. Just, I need a private room, but I'll be your maid. You know, call me up. I'm an expensive maid though. But that's it.
See, I have realized recently that I'm just the connector. I don't need to sell the course on how to train that. I don't need to sell the course on how to learn how to do that. I just need to know where you can go buy that stuff. And I've done it. It's really good. Go try it.
That right there is my favorite topic, being the middleman. Being the middleman. You guys realize that for 19 years, I've just been the middleman? I mean, even right now, I happen to be the instructor of this course, but I don't run the course. MLSP runs the course. JP's here in the background. You guys don't know, recording the course. He started the webinar. They take it and they cut it up and they edit it and they run the pages and they run everything. All I do is show up and run my mouth. It's wonderful. Wonderful to do a JV with My Lead System Pro. But I have made so much money just being an affiliate. Now, if you have aspirations to create your own products and all that other good stuff, great. But being the middleman is huge. Okay. Melissa.
Clara Dunham is asking a question, Diane.
Wait, hang on 1 second, because I scroll and I just saw. Melissa, if you're only getting a few requests, you need to pick up your following. So you want to fill us in on how many people you're following on a daily basis. Go ahead, Cindy.
Clara Dunham asked a question. She says, I'm having issues with affiliate blog page windows 2 and 3, and she doesn't understand what she needs to do to fix it.
I don't understand the question, Clara. Maybe you
ask Techie Tony.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, if I understand the question, I could go over it right now. But yeah, potentially I would send you to Techie Tony, but I don't understand what affiliate blog. You mean the MLSP affiliate blog? If that's the case, I am not up to that yet. Notice how comfortable.
Just said that she started slow. The last 2 days she's followed 25 or 30. I'm sorry, that was from Melissa, not Clara.
Okay, so if you've been doing it for 2 days, that's fine. That's you're fine. Usually I'm stunned at what's happening right now, truthfully. Usually people start and they follow 25 people and they post like 10 times. And if they're lucky, they get 1 lead and they get like 3, 4, 5 people that follow them back and 2 or 3 friend requests. So where these friend requests are coming from, I don't know. I haven't investigated yet. I haven't had time. But hey, you just have to learn how to screen the people right. Maybe we do need to delete a bunch of them. Maybe there's some weird thing going on Facebook right now. But heck, if I didn't have a base and I got 100 friend requests, I'd be pretty happy. Let's see. Cindy, right now, because I'm not on a screen using software, I can see the questions and stuff. Okay. Minutes when I go to show or demonstrate something, then I won't be able to. And that's when I need. Right now, just hang with me. But in a few minutes, I will need you to read for me. Stacy asked, should I be posting the MLSP campaigns on my personal Facebook wall in addition to Facebook groups in order to get leads? I do. Why not? I mean, here's the question. Is the training helpful to people that you know? It's helpful to people that you know. Why not post it? Now, you're going to see in tomorrow's training, I give you permission to start mixing some things up and doing some different things that might make more of you more comfortable posting on your personal stuff. But generally speaking, if something's good, I'll post it anywhere. I'll blog about it. We're not up to blogs yet. I'll tweet about it. I'll share it if it's good. If something's not good, I won't share it. So it's really that simple. It's, that's the answer. Will this help my audience? Even if your audience is 3 people, will this help my audience? If it will help my audience, the answer is yes, share it. If it won't help my audience, the answer is no, don't share it. Now, guys, here's what I want you to get at. This isn't about, will I get a lead? Will I get a sale? You're building an audience of people and building a trust level with them. Once you have an audience of people that trust you, you can print money. Again, I'm not supposed to say that stuff. It's like such, hype. But I'm here to tell you right now, we're generating leads that don't know who you are. They're like a base level of lead. We're just learning the mechanics of doing it. When you generate leads, like when Cindy generates leads that just love Cindy, because they saw her video, they send her a note, they go, oh my gosh, I love your videos, I love you. If she can get 1,000 of those, she can be full-time. Rule of thumb. If you have, in fact, who at Live the Dream? Didn't Pat Flynn or somebody talk about mega fans? Somebody did. Did somebody talk about mega fans? Do you guys know?
I think it was Pat
Flynn.
Right? Mega fans. That's what your job here is. If you have 100 mega fans, you're going to make great money. If you have 1,000 mega fans, not even mega fans, 1,000 people who know who you are that have agreed to hear from you via your email or ManyChat or whatever. If you have 1,000 people that agreed to hear from you, you're full-time. Full-time, period, over and out. So I never worried so much about whether I got a sale or this was not. I focused on building the audience. And that's always been my secret. I have a small list. I don't have the biggest list because I never was worried about how many leads I got. I was concerned about how many people in the marketplace trust me. Now, you two know me pretty well. Cindy and I go at it in the best way possible because she's such a go-getter that I'm always like I'm kind of grabbing her and tickling her. I go, Cindy, come here. So you know me well. You know me for years. Guys, how many people, I'm not looking for a real number, but how many people in the marketplace do you think trust me?
A lot.
A lot, right? A lot.
A lot.
They know that I wouldn't steer them wrong. They know that I wouldn't cheat them. They know that I recommend things that I think are great, right? And useful. Like, I don't recommend something to make a buck or a campaign to get a lead if I don't think it's good. So that's the answer to the questions that you guys have. Like when people say to me, well, what do you sell? You know, why do you decide to sell something? Well, would it help someone? Would it help someone? That's why I sell MLSP. You guys, I have free accounts and so many other attraction marketing. I wouldn't even call them attraction marketing systems, but page builder systems and all this other stuff. The reason why I sell MLSP is because I believe that it is going to help people the most. That's why. And I make a living at it, but that's not why I sell it. So Christy says she loves having a DMO. That's awesome. Excellent. Okay, I just saw one go by. I'm still having trouble with getting my autoresponder up. It tells me the code is invalid. It's the secret code mentioned in your training. I'm stuck. I email. How about we do that? Just one quick time. And what you guys are going to have to do is you're going to have to humor me because I am not technical. Okay. In fact, you're going to see in tomorrow's training, I screw up literally in the middle of the training. The training is slightly longer than normal. It's like 25 minutes, which I'd like to keep them shorter. But I literally screwed up in the middle of the training and I decided to leave it. You can see I didn't do any work today. I was out at appointments all day. I'll bring those numbers up tonight before I go to bed. But I screwed up in the middle of the training and I wanted you guys to see. So when I do technical training, which is not my forte, I want you guys to recognize that anybody can do this. Now, for some of us, it's harder. For other people, you know, I was very shy. People don't know that. I was so shy I wouldn't talk to a waitress in a restaurant. I was very quiet, except around people that I really knew. I struggled around strangers completely. That was a very hard thing for me. You know, what was very easy for me was public speaking because I was a teacher. So if you put me in a party and I had to make small talk, I couldn't do it. If you put me on a stage in front of 1,000 people, I had no problem. If you put me in front of a computer and make me do something technical, very hard. If you had me write copy, I picked that up pretty quickly. Each one of you is going to have your things that are easy or hard for you. And you just have to like embrace your strengths and don't worry as much about your weaknesses, but some things you just have to learn. So let's do this. I'm going to create a list. And again, Aweber changes their things too. So, okay. Company name, Diane Hockman. Company website, Diane Hockman. That's my address, Diane Hockman. Okay, this is filled in because I have an account already. Otherwise, you just fill in the blanks. Okay, we're going to call this demo list. Okay, demo. We're going to put a little, but I might put, this is, you know, these are daily pot pie recipes or whatever it is, you know, marketing, your subscribers will see this, so write something, you know, short, sweet, but this is Diane Hockman's newsletter. Whatever, something simple. Guys, you can always go back and edit later, so don't like jag on stuff. This is your confirmed opt-in here. I'm not even going to change it. I'm going to leave it alone. I could edit it a little bit if I wanted. Okay, and I now have a list. The list is called Demo List. Okay, now I'm going to go inside of My Lead System Pro. And see, now is when I'm doing this, you guys find the next question. Okay, not yet, but go pick something, each of you, while I do this in front of everybody. You have all the power, ladies. Isn't it amazing? Okay, so under my autoresponders, I'm going to go over here and go down to toggle the instructions. I'm going to go down to the Aweber instructions. And this is the campaign code right here. Aweber campaign code. I'm going to copy this puppy. I actually love doing this. So we'll go to messages. I think it's legacy follow-up. They changed this recently. I got to see, is this where we do it? No. Where do we do it? Anybody remember? Yep. Like I said, you guys got to suffer with me because I don't remember exactly how to do it because I haven't done it in a while. So it takes me a minute. And I've been doing that. That's not it. And I've been doing this for, for years, but things change and then I can't remember.
What are you trying to do?
I want to load the letters.
In list options.
Oh yeah. Hang on. I'm sorry, there's all these little things. List options, list settings. No, it's not in list settings.
And then you want to
go ahead, Sarah.
Connect it. I believe it's your global snippets you're looking for, right?
No, I'm looking to load the letters first.
Ah.
Now, if I watch Brian's video, it would tell me where to do it, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So I'm looking for where I load.
Yeah, I believe it's in. I thought it was in list options, and it's add a campaign or something.
Oh, is it over there?
Oh, you're gonna. I think it was.
So here's what I do. We're stuck. Oh, boo-hoo. Here's the.
No, we just. Sorry.
Here's the question: is she playing dumb, or does she really not know? You'll never know. And Tracy's messaging me. I'm laughing, but I'm going to search. What do we call it? Campaign code. See, guys, I want you to understand this. This is just not that hard. Okay? This is just not that hard because you just do a search. Okay? And a whole bunch of stuff will come up. So let's imagine, and I am going to follow Tracy's directions in a second, but let's imagine I really get stuck. I can't find it. Oh my God, I don't know. Okay? Oh my God, this is so hard. I don't know what to do. Right? There's help. Okay? Look, live chat. Person will come. Watch this, guys. La, 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 la. I'm number 4 in the queue. So while I'm waiting for them to come, I'll look and see and scroll all the way down. I'm following what Tracy.
You also had a question if you want me to give you one.
No. We're not done with this. We're not done with this. Tracy says go there and scroll all the way down. Oh, is it follow-up sharing now? There it is. Okay. Enable follow-up sharing. Okay, here it is. Load a predefined follow-up series. Go like this. Hit that. It's loading.
And then we celebrate because we solved our problem. Ta-da!
Yeah. I'm just going to close this because they don't need me. But I want you guys to see this is what you do. This is what you do. So now let's check our messages. Let's go in here. Let's see if they're here. My computer's running slow. I am having you watch my incompetence. By the way, I went to the right page the first time. I just didn't see the thing. Look, all the letters are here. Okay? If you are challenged, here's the choices. 1, try it and see if you can figure it out. 2, search the knowledge base. 3, talk to the chat. Wait a few minutes and somebody will come up on chat. 4, come in the Facebook group and say, I'm stuck. 5, beg for help and say, who can Zoom with me? It'll take you 5 minutes, but I'm super stuck. Those are all the choices. So again, what I did was I went to messages, legacy follow-up series, scroll down, as Tracy said, because Tracy's my savior. Oh, I guess I can't do it now because there's already a follow-up series in here. And I pasted in the code that I found, whoops, hang on, right over here in MLSP, okay? So if that code is not coming up as working, we know it works because I just used it. you want to check with a Weber support and ask them what's up. So hopefully you guys are learning from my challenges. By the way, I know how to do all this stuff. I'm doing this on purpose. Okay. I have done all of this stuff over and over and over, but I do forget. I went to log into my blog because I haven't blogged in a while, and I couldn't remember my passcode because he changed it. The guy who worked on my blog changed it, and I couldn't get into my blog, right? Like a dork. I couldn't get into my blog. Guess what? I got into my blog. This is the game. This is called internet marketing, and this is never going to change. So what do we got, Cindy? What's the next question?
Oh, Cheryl Mullick says that with all of these friend requests and odd messages, she's thinking about taking her address off of her MLSP profile. She wants to know what your thoughts are.
No. Okay, guys, let's address this because several people brought it up too, because your autoresponder letters have to have an address on them by law. Okay, they have to have an address by law. And your Facebook profile, you can absolutely hide some of your contact information if you want to. But what I want you guys to really, really embrace is, I mean, once every 10 years, you're going to hear some crazy story. But generally speaking, the people that you guys are worried about are harmless. I've been doing this for 19 years. I will say the one weird thing that I ever had happen was one day somebody did knock on my door. They were in town for the Little League tournament and realized I lived down the street. And instead of calling or messaging me before they showed up, I just opened the door and I was kind of like, hi. And they were just all excited to see me. They were a fan. I've never had a problem. I have tons of friends in the industry. You know, once in a while we get a crazy note from someone or something. It's not an issue, guys. So I wouldn't worry about that stuff. Let's take a look at some friend requests. Okay, this one. No friends in common. If they don't have any friends in common, I just delete them. Okay, because I have so many friends. For them to not have any friends in common is highly unusual. Okay, Teresita Vega, 81 friends. It's more than 50. You guys might work with 10 or 20. She's probably okay. I can take a quick look. I don't have a ton of time to sort through people. So generally speaking, I give people the benefit of the doubt. If they have that many friends in common with me, I take a quick glance and see what's on their wall and see if, you know, she's got cats. I look and see who the friends in common are. Clearly Tracy and Audra and Pam. They're Katie, very, 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 very questionable people. Look at this. It's a whole bunch of you guys. So yeah, I'm going to accept Teresita de Cuba. So I will confirm. Wonderful. Now, guys, here's the deal. I had originally told you go fast because I didn't expect you to get this many. And I had originally said just accept everybody unless they look super sketchy. Now I'm changing my tune, okay? Because of the circumstances with that many friend requests, I'm going to go through, you know, if I were you, I would let only the people that look super interesting accept like 10 a day, okay? You can do a couple more, but I wouldn't be accepting hundreds. I think somebody said they had a problem. What I'm doing is I'm looking for anybody that looks interesting and or a lot of friends in common. If they have a lot of friends in common, they're probably okay. Okay, I looked at this guy the other day. You know, this guy with his wife, family, you know, looks like a nice guy. Also, again, friends with Tracy Housel, clearly very questionable. Very questionable. You don't know how Tracy is. I know how Tracy is. By the way, I say these things about you guys behind your backs too, just so you know. So let's see. I'm going to look for somebody that looks maybe sketchy. No friends in common. Push yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. Okay. Confident, fun gentleman, building effective workforce, efficiency and timely delivery. I had one the other day. He said he went to West Point and he was commenting on all my stuff. We weren't friends. And he clearly is not from the United States, and he did not go to West Point. I spent a lot of time at West Point as a kid. So I asked him a question about West Point, and he answered me some way. I'm like, you're gone. So the dude's from Norway, lives in Germany, studied CAD at NYU. He has no friends visible to me. Let's see what else. Yeah, and then he has 2 posts, and then he goes to posts from 1980. No, you're not getting approved. You're out. Okay, delete. Not legit. So you see pictures of family and friends in common, especially if it's people that you know. Great. If I look at somebody's profile, even if they have a lot of friends in common, but their profile is just full of like, pictures of their product and stuff, I generally don't accept them. If I accept someone and they immediately write me and pitch me, they're out. If I do not write little notes to everybody, because I'm too busy, but what I do is look and see if I happen to see some interesting stuff coming out of them. I will write to them and say hi or comment on whatever I see on their wall that's interesting. Anybody who doesn't have a picture, I generally don't accept. I think I know Marcianne though, and she has 57 friends in common, so maybe her cat passed or something. That's possible, but generally speaking, no real picture. If it's a picture of anything other than a human face, they're generally not getting accepted. What else? You guys see anything else that people are asking about friend requests?
Let's see.
But just get good at this because you just get experience. You have to, I know somebody had somebody send them some genitals today. You got to experience that. You got to experience people pitching you. You got to experience strange men asking you for a date or women, asking you strange stuff. It's part of the game. But after you get a little bit of experience, you generally, like I know so many people today that I can tell you who's in what program, who hangs out with who, just by looking at stuff very quickly. But most of these look legit. I have not gotten an onslaught, and I've been posting in groups and I've been following people again, and I have not gotten an onslaught of weird stuff. So I can't tell you exactly where that's coming from. I'm trying to replicate what you guys are doing to see if it happens. But it's basically just keep moving. Just keep moving. The same thing with messenger requests when people send you, here, I hope there's nothing too weird in messenger that you guys will see. Well, you never know what's in there, You never know, but I'm pretty transparent, so we're going to give it a whirl. Sometimes you get the, these over here, there's message requests, okay? People will all add you on, anybody who says, hi, Diane, and nothing else, hello, you're out. Because they're not saying anything, so they're trying to elicit you to talk to them. By the way, we're doing this when we follow people. We're trying to elicit them to come to us. But when people are, especially if it's a male that just says, hi, Diane, they're out. So there's these, and then there's filtered messages, which, by the way, you guys may not realize they're here. If you're lonely and you're looking to feel better, your wedding proposals are generally in here. All the messages that tell you how beautiful you are, how incredible you are. Oh, look, this is a banker. Are you trying to marry me? Or oh, he left me he died more than 7 years ago and left $17.7 million US in his account. So basically, he's going to send me $17.7 million.
That's funny.
This dude thinks I'm beautiful. Let's see. This guy has a gun, which makes me really want to talk to him. So and there's reams. So if you want some, occasionally a real person slips into this folder though. So I always take a quick peek because occasionally there's somebody that's messaging me and it ended up in here. Yeah, nothing too exciting. Hello, dear. Hello, pretty angel. there was one that was so good not too long ago that I actually posted it. I shared it with everybody because it was just so good. But these are all, Facebook tries. This is Facebook trying to filter. You guys got that? Facebook is trying to filter the junk, but, people are good at getting through. So that's it. When you're looking at friend requests, generally speaking, the more friends they have in common with you, the more likely they are to be legit. I think a couple of people said that there was scammers that had 100 friends in common. I find that very unusual because usually if they start bothering anyone, they get reported. So they don't get that far. And I never much worry about them because they're going to be gone. So what else are the kids asking? What else is there to talk about?
Bruiser's asking, I'm not sure if I understand, but he said, just watched the day 5 video. Should we be joining 10 groups every day after, or is it a one and done deal?
No, you should be, until I tell you to stop, you should be joining groups every day. Here's why. If you join 10 groups today, they won't all take you. And some of the groups you're joining are not, may not be active or whatever the case may be. You want to join a whole bunch of groups. You're going to find out soon why. You're not going to be doing this posting for the rest of your lives, guys. Okay? You're not going to be just posting in groups all day long as your marketing method. But what we're doing, notice how in fact, I want to see you guys. Let me see if I can get the cameras up. Do you guys notice how we're learning all this stuff by virtue of our activity? We're learning who the real people are and who the fake people are. We're learning how to set up a Weber. We're learning how to handle people writing us. Like now, a lot of what we're going to get into is people go ask you questions. And it's hard to tell. Cindy, we've been through this. It's hard to tell who's a real prospect and who's not. You recently had a guy that just kept coming back and asking questions. And, my experience would have told me the first time he wrote me that he's not a prospect. But because we're all just learning this, we had to go through it because not everybody can tell yet. And I equate this to when you're a parent of a kid or an animal. You know the difference between a real cry and a whiny cry. You know the difference between when somebody's cracked their head really and when somebody just is screwing around. You know when your dog isn't eating. You know whether he just overate before or whether there's something wrong. When we start dealing with lots of people, we learn very quickly who's who. And that's what I want you guys doing right now because I'm setting you up for success when we get to the next stages. And as you start to put out your content, you're going to have people coming at you in a great way. You're going to have people writing you. You're going to have people saying, I love this and all that type of stuff. You have to learn how to have radar about who's who. So I basically threw you into the lion's den, which is cool. I don't know if you guys like the lion's den. But that's what we're doing. We're getting our own confidence. We're celebrating. Notice how we celebrate every day about what we got done. Because we need to learn to celebrate because most people are beating themselves up. We're working on our languaging. We're working on our mindset. And we are making tremendous progress. I mean, but a monkey wrench was thrown in that you guys are getting hundreds of friend requests. Who knew? Normally it's not like that. So what I'm doing is I'm preparing you. Hey, you guys, I know you have kids. You have kids, Sarah, or no? No, you do. Okay, I can't remember. We haven't gone over this. We need to talk more.
Me? Do I have kids?
Yeah, you.
Yes, I have 6 kids.
6 kids. Oh, I knew that. I knew that because we like to discuss you mothers of 4 million children because I have one that has 8, 2 that have 8, and now I met one that has 9. So I am.
I met her. I lived the dream.
Right, I lived the dream. So it's very impressive. Angela has 8, so it's like, okay, cool. So think about it. When you were pregnant with your first child, right? I don't know about you, but I read, what to expect when you're expecting, right? All that stuff, and you're planning, and you buy all this stuff, and you're getting ready. Did any of those books prepare you in any way, shape, or form for what it was like the minute they put that baby in your arms?
No.
No, right? And every mother-to-be thinks that they have read the books and they know. Every marketer-to-be thinks that they have taken the courses and thinks that they know. Until I put a baby in your arms, which is a prospect or a crazy person, one or the other, because isn't that really a baby? A baby's like an angel or a psycho. I mean, there ain't nothing in the middle, right? They're like, oh my God, they're so cute. Oh my God, take it. There's nothing, right? So you're completely unprepared until you do these things. And I'm preparing you because you're going to have lots of kids, just like Sarah. You're going to have a big team. If you don't know how to handle people, you're never going to build a big downline. If you don't know how to handle people, you're never going to be a top affiliate. If you don't learn how to handle people. Now, Sarah, let me ask you another question. What's the age range of the kids?
19 to 2.
19 to 2. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? That's a spectrum. When and how old? So you have a 2-year-old. What are the next two above that?
8, 12, 14.
Okay, let's go 8, 12, and 14. Okay, so 2-year-olds too little. The 8 and the 12 and the 14, they're down the hall. You hear them screaming at each other. There's something going on. You're still sitting in there chopping dinner up. You know, you're like getting ready because that goes on every single day, right? That goes on every single day. They're always big.
If there's no blood, I'm not involved.
Right. If there's no blood. So it's the same thing with prospects, guys. It's and friend requests and people on the internet. In the beginning, the guy's like tells you, I'm going to sign up on Tuesday, right? I love when somebody says, oh, he's signing up on Tuesday. I'm like, okay, let me know when he does. Because he's not signing up on Tuesday because that's a line that it's just like, yeah, Maya, I brushed my teeth. I really, Mom, I swear I brushed my teeth. No, you didn't.
Let me smell your breath.
Yeah, march right back down the hall. So then they figure out if they eat a little bit of toothpaste, they smell like toothpaste. You know, so it's the same thing with the weird prospects. You know, they find out that if they tell you this, you think they're serious. So they string you along. And you learned again when you had your first child, you didn't know what something meant. You know, you didn't know what a runny nose meant. You know, you didn't know what this meant, or they had a little fever or something. By the time you're on your 6th kid, you're like, it's just a little fever. Give them some Tylenol and stick them in bed. No big deal, because it's just a little fever. And that's what we're doing here, guys. And we're going to do a lot more of it. We're going to deal with a lot of people. We're going to look at a lot of people. We're going to deal with a lot of technology. Notice when I went in there and I'm like, I can't figure it out. I'm like, so I'll get it done today. No big deal. But when the first time you go to use Aweber, it seems like the mountain. It seems like, oh my gosh. So I'm going to look right now and see what they're saying because I want to extrapolate and see if there's anything that I see in there that's super major. I wish I could talk to everybody. I'm here to talk to you guys. Sandy, did you see any other good ones while I was, well, I'm going to scroll too.
Yeah, it moved on me. Let me get back to it. Let's see.
It always moves.
Yeah, it moved.
all the moms and dads are chiming in right now. They can't help it.
I know.
Commenting on my wall. Dave, in what way are they commenting on your wall? In productive, good ways? My wall is open. Oh, let's talk about, we're going to do Facebook profiles shortly too. Tomorrow we get into event promotion because we have an event on Wednesday, etc. And then we're going to get into, all kinds of Facebook stuff. My walls are open. I don't set it so that nobody can pose. Everything's open. And if you go to my Facebook wall on any given day, there's tons of people communicating with me, gushing, talking about all kinds of cool stuff. And it actually, I believe, when somebody looks at my wall, makes me look bigger because I have so many people engaging. If you have people commenting on your wall in non-productive ways, that's not necessarily good. I'm around a lot so I can catch it and delete it. Doesn't happen very often because people are afraid of me. Really, they are. Everybody's afraid of doing that on my wall because I'll call them out. But Dave, you can also set it so that you have to approve anything. You can set your profile so that you approve tags and approve, they can put something on your wall, but it doesn't show up in public. So it really depends on what they're doing. If somebody's commenting in great ways, I would start a conversation on the wall and then I'd move it to Messenger. That's it. Let me do some previous comments. I'm looking for anything that you guys are like super stuck on. You may think you're stuck with the friend request, but you're not. But some of you are stuck with the autoresponder. And again, we have a couple of people that are willing to help you guys out. You just need to shout out that you need some help. Okay, look at all of them. They're helping me. They're helping me set up.
Rob is asking about his profile. He said his profile is in TLC.
We are going to do that. Well, let me give you guys some general thoughts. Your profile is not about you. It's about the people that are going to show up and look at you. Okay? So when I post something, I'm thinking about the people that are in my audience and what would be helpful. Jamie, go in the group. If you have step-by-step instructions from A. Weber, put them as a separate post altogether, not in this thread. And Lillian, I'm sorry, if you're sure that you copied that code properly, I would try another browser. By the way, that's a rule of thumb. If something's not working in one browser, try another browser. If you guys are not familiar with what browsers are, you're looking at the internet through a program. And there's other programs that you can do it with. So you might be using Google Chrome. There's Firefox. There's, I don't know if it's called Explorer these days or what it's called. The one that usually comes with your computer. So
Internet Explorer.
What is it called?
Internet Explorer.
But I think there's a new name for it. I don't know.
Windows Edge. It's kind of collaborated together.
It came on my computer. I don't use it. I generally use Chrome. Yes, you can use a PO box for your autoresponder. You certainly can, but you can't not have an address, okay? Because if you need to be reached or whatever, same thing with your domain names. When you register a website name, you must have a real address on there by law, because otherwise everybody would run amok. What if after they friend you, they immediately try to sell you their product? I unfriend them. I don't write to them. Okay. Caveat of attraction marketing. I'm looking for people that are looking for me. A lot of people tell you, oh, that's a good candidate. It's a good prospect. And what you should do is flip them and try to convince them that attraction marketing is good. And if you have free time and you want to, be my guest. But I'm only looking for people that are actually looking to learn marketing. Or let's say I sell keto products, ketosis products, and somebody absolutely believes in low-fat, high-carb eating. What am I going to do? Sit and lecture them? No, I'm looking for people that want to learn keto. I'm looking for people that want to eat more fat and understand the power of eating more fat. I don't want to convince someone that they need to try keto. I'm looking for people that are already looking for keto. Okay. Cindy sells travel. If somebody hasn't gone on a trip in the last 20 years, I'm not going to sit and try to convince them that my program is good for them. Makes no sense. So attraction marketing is about attraction. If somebody is pitching you, would I try to convince them to look at MLSP? Absolutely not. Would I lecture them? Would I write back and say, you could learn how to? No, I just delete them, unfriend them. Every minute you spend on trying to convince somebody of anything is a minute further away from your freedom that you are. Somebody write that down. Every minute that I spend trying to convince someone of something is a minute further away from my freedom that I am. That's deep. But letting go of trying to convince someone, power. And it's the biggest mindset shift you will ever make. Oh, Stella's watching. Did you guys see Stella? My friend Stella, the kitty cat. I don't know if you guys can see her in there. And Katie.
Clear?
Sorta. Stella's been my fan for many years. She comes to all my webinars. She didn't come for a while, but now she's back. Huh?
Clara has another question.
Yes.
She says she's she took a screenshot of her profile settings in MLSP,
Mm-hmm.
and she said she doesn't know what to do here. She is an affiliate member and she only wants to promote MLSP, and it's on that section where it says opportunity.
Yep.
And then your opportunity URL.
Let's go over there. Whoops. Okay. My profile settings. Oops, I'm logged out. I might go a little long tonight, at least another 15, 20 minutes, because I feel like I want to do more with you guys. If anybody has to go, I completely understand. Okay, so she's concerned about my opportunity?
Yeah, she's not really sure what to put in there. She only wants to focus on MLSP and campaigns.
Great. So because on your system campaigns, they're already exposed to MLSP, I would link, like here, I've linked to my course, Attraction Marketing Intensive. You can too. It doesn't matter. You can link to any of the courses that we have. If you guys go into my websites and you go to product campaigns, we have a ton of courses that you can promote. Okay. So what I wouldn't do is on assist to see all these courses. Look at them all. Top Earner Bundle, Total Recruiting Mastery, Ultimate Tweet Leverage. There's all these courses that you can promote. So you can pick any given one of them, just flip through them and see which ones you like, see who the authors are. You know, this one is Steve Jaffe's course. You know, it's about webinars. This one is a, you know, higher priced one, which is cool. You can pick any one you want. You have all these products that you can feature if you're only going with MLSP. But the reason why you don't want to put an MLSP presentation into that spot is simply because on your system campaigns, hopefully everybody's clear on what a system campaign is now. On a system campaign, when they get the training, they're already being exposed. I just picked any system campaign. It doesn't matter. They're all the same in the back. Right? They get the training. They get exposed to MLSP here. And then you want to have something here, add a new cash producing revenue stream to your business, or and work with me one-on-one to ensure results. Why is there a question mark? I gotta tell them that doesn't read well. But so when somebody clicks here, they get exposed to whatever you want to show them. For most of you, it will be your network marketing company. For some of you, it might be the Work With Me page on your blog if you have one. For some of you, it might be taking them to a capture page that they fill in to have a consultation with you if you build one. But for most of you, it's just going to be a link to your MLM presentation. For you, in your particular case, it might be a link to any one of our products. Okay. I don't like the way this reads. I'm going to bug them about it. And then remember your picture, they get exposed to you and all your social stuff. Okay. And then there's that about me that everybody was freaking out about. So didn't some people still have problems with the about me's, not the copy, but the layout or something? Some people had challenges with that. I'm just going to scroll through here a little bit more. My computer won't scroll right.
Dr. Selena Baker has a question.
Yes.
She says, can we ask for support with engagement on our Facebook Lives from this group? Example, if you know you're going to do a live soon and would like help with engagement, can we at least use the group and ask for help here?
It makes no sense. And here's why. Okay. You know, a lot of people, they form groups and and some of you guys resemble this remark. You form groups and you create syndication groups so everybody likes and comments on each other's stuff, or everybody comments on each other's blogs and shares your blog posts, or everybody descends on one another's Facebook Lives. First of all, we're not up to Facebook Lives, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But I had a post on my Facebook page wall the other day, and it said, if the only people that are liking and sharing your stuff are people whose stuff you like and share, did you really build an audience at all? Okay. So I want you guys to, again, this is counterintuitive advice. It's going to be the opposite of some of the things you've heard out there but for 42 days, I just want you to follow along. Okay. And then at the end of 42 days, feel free to go write on Facebook in big bold letters, Diane Hochman's training sucks. Please put it with the poo. Right now there's a poo background. Have you guys seen it? You know how they have the backgrounds and there's fire and smiley faces and unicorns and stuff when you post something? Right now there's a poo-poo one, the poo emoji. So you guys should absolutely feel free to go write Diane Hochman's training sucks. I'll show you. I'm not going to do it. This one right here. Here's the poo. So feel free to go write Diane Hochman's training sucks, but not until you complete 42 days. Okay, here's the deal. You have to learn how to write good headlines, which you're about to. You need to learn how to start your video with something engaging. You need to learn how to get people interested in you. And the idea that I'm going to trick the algorithm by having other people come show up so that more people show up, it just doesn't work. So it's kind of a waste of time. It was just like when we first started, some folks just started saying, hey, let's form an accountability group. And I was like, okay, we're forming an accountability group for the accountability group so that we can be accountable to the accountability. Guys, no one holds you accountable but you, to yourself. Because this is the hard, cold truth. Nobody cares. Okay? We can all hang out together and this and that. That's not where the money's made. You know, nobody cares about your lives unless somebody cares about your lives, until you do your audience. So I don't recommend it. I think it's a waste of time. One, you guys don't have time to watch everybody else's lives and engage on them, right? Unless there's somebody teaching you something that's really helpful to you. Two, it doesn't build your audience. Three, it's fake. So I'm sorry, that was a harsh answer. But it's true. It's true.
I appreciate you saying that. I don't think engagement pods have integrity, so I appreciate you going that far. I mean, I understand, you know, in the beginning to get things going why we would want to do that, but you're right, we're not the right audience.
Let's put it, I hang out with some of the biggest players in the game. Ray Higdon has never messaged me and said, hey, will you like my lives if I like yours? Not once. Okay. Nobody, you know, I could just sit and name all the names, but I use his because he's like the big whopper. Not once. Mark Harbert never goes, hey, can you like my stuff? Now, what we will do is if we have an affiliate launch, we will talk to each other about supporting each other's launches. You know why? Because it makes the money, honey. Okay, so if I have a launch coming up, will I reach out to some of my friends and go, Jay, hey, just so you know, I don't know what you're up to or what you're promoting right now. I have a launch coming up. Here's the link. And it's not pitching either because it's business. If I reach out to a player and I say, hey, listen, this is coming up. I don't know if it fits into your promotion calendar, but I just wanted to give you the heads up. It's going on. It's about $100 a course. Nobody's offended when you do that because it's not a pitch. It's a heads up. See, if one of my friends that really knows what they're doing calls me and says, hey, just so you know, it hasn't hit the wires yet. I just joined a new company and I'm reaching out to a couple of my friends before I let it loose. They're actually thinking of you and trying to do you a favor. Believe it or not. And I have friends all the time. And most of the time I'll be like, hey, not right now because I'm not looking for that. And they're like, cool, just wanted to give you the heads up, wanted to let you know. Occasionally something will come across my desk. And I appreciate that advance notice, right? So all of this guys, when you try to play the system plays you like a banjo. You have to do the real work. I sound like Gary Vaynerchuk. I sound like Gary Vaynerchuk. You have to talk to the people. You have to meet the people. You have to figure out who's who. You have to learn to write, and you have to learn to post, and you have to learn to discipline your disappointment, and you have to listen to the yo-yo guy tell you he's joining on Tuesday, and then he doesn't join on Tuesday, and then you follow up with him, and then you follow up with him again, and then he stops messaging to you, because the only way you'll learn to value your time is going through them. The only way you're going to learn how to write good copy is by getting no attention. The only way you're going to learn how to get a good headline or a good live that engages people. The only way you're going to learn how to create good graphics with good headlines is by doing it. Doing it. And that's why we're doing these little pieces every day. Because 2 weeks from now, do you think you guys will really have to think about following people? No, you're just going to do it, right? Because you'll have gotten results from it. Do you think you're really going to have to think about promoting your whatever you're up to around Facebook groups so that you end up in everybody's conversations? You won't have to think about it. It'll just be second nature. So by the time we get to you creating some really good, compelling content, you'll already have the habits. And you'll watch one night in a couple weeks. We'll pick something to promote. Maybe we'll do a webinar as a group, just us guys. We'll pick something to sell and we'll do a webinar. We'll all go promote it or something. Yeah, it'd be fun, right? So you'll watch. I can get in front of 100,000 people in an hour. So then somebody goes, wow, how did you sell 20? Because I got in front of 100,000 people. That's what I'm teaching you. Powerful stuff. Let's take one more.
Pam has a question.
Yes.
She says, I get asked all the time, how does selling MLSP help me in my MLM? Isn't promotion the process for both, just the content and copy changes?
No. MLSP helps you build your MLM because it helps you build a list of business builders. So therefore you have tons of people to present to. If we go back to the little diagram I drew you guys in the very first lesson, right? So what is attraction marketing anyway? If we look at that, okay? Promoting MLSP. And guys, we're not promoting MLSP. We're promoting content, okay? Content. We have all these different ways that people will see it. It's Facebook groups, on our wall, maybe we're tweeting it, maybe we run an ad, whatever the case may be. We have all these different ways that people get pushed to a piece of content, okay? This is content. This is an opt-in page, right? Opt-in. Okay. Once they opt in, they get delivery of whatever they requested. But remember what we said over here. I'm hoping you guys remember some of this stuff. Where are all my other characters? This is where the magic happens because this. Ooh, look, I'm getting fancy tonight, guys. This is where we get permission. Permission to communicate is the secret. Permission. Most people operate with no permission. All the people that send you a pitch the minute they meet you, they have no permission. People who message you in your inbox, even if they have met you without finding out if they have permission, they're offending people, right? And then we get to follow up over and over and over and expose them to our MLM and invite them to our meetings and tell them the story about Johnny who made a gazillion dollars, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, the reason why MLSP is powerful is simply because 95% of people will say no to your opportunity. True or not true, ladies?
That's true.
And it's not because your opportunity isn't good. And it's not because you're not good. It's just because it's not the right timing. It's not the right product. It's not the right fit. But a huge number of people in this industry are looking for training and tools. So by using a marketing system like MLSP, it allows you to monetize the traffic that's coming through. That's the 95% that would normally say no, right? 95% would say no. I want to highlight that, but I don't know where the highlighter is. 95% is going to say no, but now you have a chance to make some cash flow by selling products and tools, and that allows you to fund whether it's advertising, whether it's getting to your convention, whether it's investing in different things for your business, printing, whatever you need. So now you have a business that has cash flow and you can wait. I don't have room here now. Wait for your downline to show up. You don't have to beg. You don't have to recruit anybody under the sun. Guys, I reject recruiting people all the time. They come to me, they ask to work with me, I send them to someone else. You know why? They make my head hurt the minute they open their mouth. Am I rude? No. Do they feel good? Do they feel like I helped them? Are they thrilled? Yes. Is the person I referred to them thrilled because they're going to make a commission and I'll get them going? Yes. Do I sign them up? No. Because when I have cash flow, right? When I have cash flow, I got the power. I got the cookie. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you. So that is a long-winded answer to what is the benefit of promoting MLSP. It's not about MLSP. It's about having an attraction marketing system that creates this for you. If you could create it on your own, Godspeed, go do it. Most people can't. And me, I can. I'm just too darn lazy to do it. That's why I love the system campaigns. That's why I love the different tools that we have. Because I can boop, boop, boop. If I need some leads today, and what did I just show you guys? And then we're going to wrap this up. And hopefully there's some good stuff in here. I just showed you, I don't have enough leads today. I was busy on some personal stuff. I only have 4 subscribers today, and I had 3 unsubscribes today. Sometimes they're undeliverable, whatever. I only have 4 subscribers today. That sucks. So guess what I get to do? It's 10:15. I can go promote for the next half an hour, and I can generate 20 leads because I didn't have to create a darn thing. And that's pretty cool. So, ladies, I think we're going to wrap it up. I mean, I know we could go on all night. We have so many more lessons coming. Tomorrow we get into promoting events, which again, we're promoting an MLSP event to learn, but this becomes extremely relevant to your corporate events. For your MLMs, etc., for whatever else you're going on, your affiliate programs, your launches. My friend Justice is doing a big launch. Great opportunity to make money, you know, and learning to promote these things and to get your message in front of a lot of people quickly is the magic that you want. Let me ask you guys a question. If your company, you go to convention, you come home, your company just launched something incredible. Do you want to tell people fast or do you want to tell people slow? Fast, right? Fast. So having a list and an audience on Facebook and any other way that you know, a Facebook group or whatever, which we'll talk about, having any of those entities so that you can get the word out fast is super powerful. And that's what you're working for now, guys. You're working to create an audience so that you can just drop something and make a lot of money quick. So I know it feels slow. It's 42 days. You already got 8 in. You're going on day 9. So what's 42 minus 9? Not that many more days to go. You can do it. Hang in there. It's going to be awesome. And really, your attitude determines everything. You know, Jim Rohn said it's all determined by the set of the sail. We all have a boat. The question is, how did you set your sail? And that's all your mental attitude. And that's it. Where you're going and what you're doing right now, I mean, one person is overjoyed and feels like their life has changed. Another person is so worried about, you know, creepy people and people coming to get them. That's really attitude. So.
Hey, Diane, you do have one more question if you want to take it.
Tell me what it is and I'll decide whether to accept or decline.
It's Allison, and she wants to know, when is it appropriate to send out our own follow-up email if they are already getting the legacy follow-up?
Not yet. Soon, Allison. We're getting there. We're getting there. You guys are going to do your own letters. You guys are going to do your own capture pages. You guys are going to create your own campaigns to give away. You're going to have a blog. I mean, if you want to, you don't have to do it all. But yeah, right, Sarah? Exactly. You guys are going to have everything. 42 days.
We're only on day 8.
That's it. So, and when you think about what's gone on in 8 days, it's crazy. It's just crazy. So guys, just again, learning how to handle people is the biggest task. The reason why people fail in network marketing isn't because it doesn't work. It's because they don't know how to handle people. Period, over and out. So I'm teaching you not only how to generate people, but how to handle people and how to sell to people in a systematic way. Now, will you be an expert in 42 days? No. Will you understand all of it in 42 days? Yeah. Will you need more practice? Of course. But you will have the whole thing under your belt. You will really get this deal if you want to. Some people, like, I still have a lot of people, they're wanting to resist. And then the other group of people wants to jump ahead. And just show
Go slow to go fast.
Just show up every day. Just show up. Just show up. We're learning through doing, and that's really the key. That's all I can tell you is everything is revealed in its time. Go watch Karate Kid. Go watch Karate Kid. He didn't know what he knew until he was in the ring. Right? He didn't know what he knew until he was in the ring, but he knew enough to get in the ring because he figured he had some confidence. His confidence built. He was facing you guys have all seen the movie, and if you haven't, go watch it. He was facing like the ominous, biggest dude that was going to kick his butt with the meanest sensei or whatever you call it in the town, and he like had this little Japanese dude that made him wax his car. He hurt his leg. He was ragtag. He didn't have a nice uniform. They all had these incredible uniforms, and he has like some little ragtag uniform. It was David versus Goliath. Isn't that really what the story was? Right? But he had been tutored. He had been trained on things that he didn't even know he was being trained on until he was in the ring. And all of a sudden he realized. And then when he hurt his leg, when the guy, the other guy was told sweep his leg. When he hurt his leg, that's when he realized just how much balance he really had. You're building balance now. And he was frustrated too. Go watch the movie. He was pissed. He was frustrated. He didn't understand the teacher's methods. He thought it was weird. He thought the dude was strange. And I can catch flies with chopsticks. That's all I have to say, figuratively. You guys remember that in the movie? Yeah, I could catch a fly with chopsticks. It was crazy, right? So that's just time, patience, and experience, and a little bit of wisdom. So, guys, great night. Ladies, thank you so much. That chair looks very impressive, Cindy. You look like executive queen over there.
I know, I love it.
It's very wonderful. Sarah, thank you. I'm impressed that you were able to do an hour and 15 minutes without any catastrophes yet.
There was no screaming. There was some very loud thumping. I'm all over that mute button.
That's. I told you the story about the video where I'm cutting this back when video was static. You know the story, right? Video was static. There was no live video or whatever. I'm cutting a video and I'm going and blowing. I'm in the middle of the video and the two of them are beating the crap out of each other. So instead of deleting the video, I just put subtitles. Yes, those are my children. Yes, they are fighting. Yes, I work from home. You can too. And it's the same as tomorrow's training. I screwed up right in the middle. That's the reality of it. I left it. And one of the things people tell me that they like most is I'm real. So I'm as real as it gets. You know what? You're going to have fighting kids. You're going to have blowing up computers. You're going to have the sky is going to fall down. This is a business. So everybody have a wonderful evening. And I will see you tomorrow in the group. We have so much more to do, and including generating a boatload of leads the next 2 days. So, and then everybody keeps going, what do we do with the leads? Nothing until I tell you to. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Wait until we
need a screenshot.
Yeah.
Waxing on, waxing off.
Wait till we generate the really good leads. Then you'll know what to do with them. And beyond that, we do this right, they'll be calling you, they'll be begging to talk to you, and they'll be buying things from you without ever having talked to you.
Can I just say that this is why I'm here? Because after last Live the Dream, I began being profitable, but I just created a job from home that I can't sustain the hours with because I have 6 kids. So that's why I'm here again, is because I have to shut my ego up and just follow the system.
Yeah. That's really what it is. I'm teaching true attraction marketing. It's funny, my my mentor, who I only talk to once in a blue moon now because he's off doing other stuff, he called this morning. And we were talking about leverage, and we were talking about the ability. I mean, he used to say over and over and over, I've done more, because he was an early morning guy. I'm not. But he'd say, I do more before 9 a.m. than most people will do in a week. It's because it's habit. He would sit down and he would do it, and he'd go boop, 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 right through. And he'd literally be out of the house at 9 o'clock, tootling around town. Life O'Reilly, it looked like, because he would get up at 5, he'd have coffee, he'd work from 6 to 9, 3 solid hours, he'd get everything done, and then during the day, it was all fun and games. Like, people see me on Facebook all day, that's not work, that's fun. Chatting and being in the group, and that's fun. For him, it was on the phone. He would be calling people and, you know, yapping up people and having fun, and he'd stop at his favorite coffee shop, and he'd stop over here, and he had all his favorite hangouts. That was him. He was what he called making the rounds. You know, so when I'm in the group and I'm talking to everybody and sending people love notes, bickering with Cindy as we do. Cindy, I'm joking because you are still her charger. But it's that's what I'm doing. Like, I spot people and I reach out and I put my hands on them and I help them. And I grabbed someone the other day, had a post. It was Bob. He had a post that wasn't going to be beneficial to him. I rewrote it for him. I don't have to do that. It's just I can, because my money's made in the morning. My money's already made, guys. By 11 o'clock, my money's made. So that gives me the freedom to do whatever I want. I just happen to love what I do. So I hang out around the space. I mean, and now I'm talking about going on road trips and visiting all different cities and visiting with everybody because I love it. It's not because I have to. It's not for the money. I just love it. So whatever you guys love to do, let yourself learn this process so that you can be free to do whatever you want. I think Cindy's going to go to every island and Vegas every other week, and give me reports on all the good places to go, because I'll show up too. And that's it. Sarah, what kind of products do you have something that you're selling on the back end?
Me? Yeah, I sell my own consulting services.
Okay, they're perfect.
I have my own. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's.
But I'm actually trying to get out of that though, because that's the hourly job.
It's a time for money exchange.
And I don't want to do that.
So then, in your case, you're going to probably look for something you can add some residual income, and/or look for ways that you can outsource or gain leverage over time. Depending on the nature of it all. Everybody has something different, but yeah, when we set ourselves up that it's an hourly thing, like I love to work with people individually, one-on-one and stuff, but that's a time exchange. So I can only do it so much. There's no scaling to that. There's no growth, and there's no walking away. So there's other sides to it. Maybe there's a whole bunch of different things that your consulting clients need, and then you become a vessel that sells them different things, so that there's more revenue around one client, so that you can increase the value, so you can work with less people. So, all right, gang, I'm going to go do. Everybody have a wonderful evening. You guys, thank you so much for keeping me company and helping me out over here. I get all manic when I don't have friends over on this side. So
you're welcome. I enjoyed it.
It's fun, right? You guys will come back again. And every week I just try to bring out some different people, have some fun. And, you get to know some of the people. Now, these ladies, as the folks from last week, were in the earlier group. So they're kind of ahead of the game. So they do have some experience with some of these things. But are you guys finding this is much more systematic than it was before? Because before I was just goofing around. This is the big time, because Brian will yell at me if I don't do a good job. I got it.
I can't imagine Brian yelling at you.
No, he certainly wouldn't raise his voice and yell, but he would say, "Yo, what's up?" Yeah, that's why he's so successful. He runs a great business. All right, gang, I'm going to go. I'll see you all later. Have a great night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, there it is.